Please enjoy this free clip of the No Spin News. To watch the full episode, you have to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium member, but it's fun. Simply visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today. So I'm going to run you two sound bites from this MacGregor guy. All right, the first one, February 23rd of this year. Go.
And the first thing we've got to do is acknowledge that Putin's basic point, not just his point, the Russian government's point, which they've made for 25 years, is valid. They don't want U.S. forces and missiles and NATO troops immediately across the border in eastern Ukraine. Absolutely. We didn't want them in Cuba. He doesn't want them in eastern Ukraine. We should acknowledge that. Stop pretending that's a non-issue. It is a major issue for them. Let's acknowledge it.
Okay, that's not true, what he just said. There were no U.S. forces in Ukraine. Okay, missiles, I don't know what he's talking about with missiles, because as we just reported, Ukraine gave up all their nuclear capability, and there were no NATO troops in Ukraine. Ukraine's not a member of NATO. Now, there are NATO troops in the Balkans, in Poland, which border Russia. So why is Putin going down to a non-NATO country and invading it? Because he could. It's easier. Because NATO has not declared war on Russia, because Ukraine's not involved. That's why Putin did it. But to say that there was some kind of security threat to Russia from Ukraine and NATO and American forces, it's just not true. It's not. So, you know, I told you earlier this week how damaging propaganda is to this country. Well, that is a perfect example of it. That colonel is spewing out propaganda. What he's saying isn't true. Okay, second soundbite. This was back in December, okay, when Putin was beginning to saber rattle. Go.
We're bent on some sort of revenge mission, which makes no sense, to humiliate and harm Russia. Why is beyond me. This is not the Soviet Union. This is Russia, a Russian state that rests on the foundation of Orthodox Christianity.
So Russia's a theocracy now? The Russian state rests on a foundation of Orthodox Christianity? Are you kidding? That Russia may be the most atheistic country in the world, because the Soviet Union wiped out all vestiges. Now, there is an Orthodox Christian church. You see Putin wearing a cross sometimes. There is, but certainly doesn't have anything to do with the way the government runs. Nothing. Russia's a brutal country. The Orthodox aren't behind that. They have no power there. None. That is a fact. And the second thing is that we're bent, I guess he means the USA, we're bent on a revenge mission to humiliate and harm Russia? How? We're buying their oil. How are we humiliating and harming Russia? Obama let Putin take the Crimea. Just let him do it. How on earth? Biden lifted the sanctions that Trump had on the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's noticed everything is getting more expensive. We are in the biggest economic crisis since 2008, with a government that's printing trillions of dollars. Consumer prices at the highest we've seen in 30 years. Inflation certainly here. And if the government continues its out of control printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world's reserve currency. While paper money will eventually have a shrinkage in value, there are real tangible things that will always maintain value. So how do you protect your money, your retirement, your savings? American Hartford Gold can show you how to hedge your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. All it takes to get started is a short phone call, and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. Plus, tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. So please don't wait. Call them now, 866-501-5201, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Bill O'Reilly here. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to the First TV YouTube page. Just hit the big red subscribe button below, and you'll get clips and highlights of my program, The No Spin News, every single day. We'll see you soon.